A dragon lady warrior burst into my apartment by accident, only to freeze in terror when she saw the glowing mechanical heart I was building. A heart that matched the extinct symbol of her royal bloodline exactly. I swear. I didn't mean to terrify her. It was supposed to be an ordinary evening quiet. Predictable. The sort of night where the loudest thing in my apartment was the old ventilation fan clicking like a dying beetle. I'd just showered, tossed on some old clothes, and settled at my desk with my tools. They're surrounded by wires, gears, and half-finished scrap projects. I began working on the one thing that calmed me more than anything else. A mechanical dragon heart. Not a full robot. Just a glowing, humming core I'd been tinkering with for weeks. A personal experiment. A tribute to the mythical creatures my sister loved. Something beautiful I was determined to finish, even if no one else ever saw it. What I didn't know was that my dragon lady neighbor was about to walk. In Kareth of the blood-silver clutch, though. She never introduced herself that. Wei was an off-worlder who kept mostly to herself. In public, she wore her holomask. Human face, human skin, human hair. But in the privacy of her apartment, or late at night when she thought no one was looking, she let her illusion drop. That was when her true form emerged. Tall. Elegant scales shimmering like starlit metal. Wings tucked tight against her back, eyes burning molten gold. A Dracarith, a race humanity admired from afar but rarely interacted with. To me, she was just the quiet neighbor upstairs who walked too softly for her size and always paused before locking her door, as if listening for danger. But that night, she made a mistake. She forgot to knock. I was bent over the glowing mechanical heart when my door creaked open. "Human," Kareth began, stepping inside. She froze. Absolutely froze. Her eyes widened, pupils narrowing into razor-thin slits. Her wings tightened against her spine. Her breath hitched, and an invisible ripple of heat rolled off her body. Instinctive Dracarith panic. Because on my desk, glowing in the dim light, was the heart. A crystalline core pulsing with warm blue light. Sigils etched along the metal surface. Soft hum like a sleeping creature. A design that, unbeknownst to me, matched the anatomy of an Dracarith, royal broodheart, almost perfectly. Her broodheart. I turned in my chair, confused at first by her expression. "Kareth." "Hey, I didn't hear you. What is that?" she whispered. Her voice wasn't angry. It was frightened. "I'm building a well. I call it a dragon heart," I said, trying to keep my tone light. "Just experimenting with micro-reactive energy coils. And where did you learn that shape?" She pressed, stepping closer. "I didn't learn it. It just came to me. I sketch ideas in Kareth. Are you okay? You look like you've seen a ghost." "That pattern," she said, pointing with a shaking clawed finger, "belongs to the Silverline throne. It is the heart shape only members of the royal clutch are born with. No outsider has ever seen it. Royal clutch." "What?" She stared at me with an expression that made my skin prickle. "You shouldn't know this," she said. "You shouldn't be able to design it. Not unless." Her wings shifted. Her expression tightened. She seemed trapped between instincts, fight, flee, or demand the universe explain itself. I lifted my hand slowly. "Kareth, calm down. I had no idea. It's just something I made to honor my sister. She loved dragons. That's all." She blinked once, twice. Then she stepped closer and lowered her head to meet my gaze directly. "You honor your dead by creating hearts?" she said softly. I nodded. "Yeah, something beautiful, to keep her memory alive." Her fierce posture softened. Something in her eyes trembled, then broke like a dam. "I thought humans built machines only for war or utility," she whispered. "But you build hearts." The tension in the room shifted, no longer fear, now something deeper, something fragile. She reached out a clawed hand and hovered it over the glowing heart. "May I?" she whispered. I nodded. Her talon touched the surface. The core responded instantly. It pulsed once, twice in perfect rhythm with her own heartbeat. she gasped, snatching her hand back. It recognizes me, she said in a trembling voice. Human. Do you understand what this means? Don't think I do. She sat down abruptly on the floor, wings drooping, tail curling around her. That shape, she said, pointing again, is forbidden. My brood was destroyed. The Silverline bloodline was purged, and only I survived. I thought I had escaped their reach by hiding here, but you, without knowing, have recreated the heart of my people. Full weight of her fear finally made sense. She wasn't just startled, she thought her past had hunted her down. Moved beside her and sat on the floor too. Kareth, I said gently. No one sent me. No one told me. This is just a coincidence and accident. A human accident. She stared at me for a long moment, then exhaled shakily. You humans, she whispered, are far more dangerous than anyone realizes. I flinched. Dangerous? Yes, because you do impossible things without trying. Because your intuition reaches where logic cannot. Because you build hearts for the dead. Her voice grew softer or warmer. Because you look at me without fear. She reached out and placed her hand on mine lightly, as though afraid she might break me. Do you promise, she asked, to keep this a secret? If anyone learns you've built a silver-lined heart, they will come for both of us. I nodded instantly. I promise, I said. I'll never show it to anyone. I'll protect you, whatever it takes. She froze again, but this time for a very different reason. Her pupils widened, her wings loosened, her breath warmed. Humans, she whispered, should not say such things so easily, I said gently. But I meant it. The room fell quiet. The glow of the heart lit her face, scales shimmering like moonlit armor. Eyes softer than I'd ever seen them. Then slowly, she picked up the mechanical heart and held it to her chest. It beats like ours, she murmured. But it feels safe. She looked at me with a small, almost frightened smile. You didn't just build a heart, she said. You built trust. She stood, wings shifting with new confidence. Human, if danger ever comes for me again, I hope no. I want you to stand with me. I will, I said. She smiled, and for the first time in her life on Earth, she looked like she wasn't hiding anymore. From that day on, she didn't call me human anymore. She called me something else in her language. A word that meant the one I trust with my heart.